G'day folks, this is Shane. Today we're checking out this beautiful Telecaster which looks eerily similar to mine. Here's the guitar up close. As you can see, we have two single coils, and I have to say, straight out of the box, this might be one of the nicest single coil Teles I've ever played, up there with some of the custom shop stuff I've also been able to try on the channel. This just simply sounds fantastic straight out of the box, which is a huge plus. We have a volume and a tone control and a three-way toggle switch. It also features the brass saddles as well, which is really, really nice. It comes in a killer tweed case. In true vintage fashion, they've chosen to use vintage frets as well. I would have liked to have seen them put something a little bit larger on, but that said, if you're into the vintage fret thing, you're definitely going to dig this guitar. Check out this neck. This is absolutely beautiful, and one of the great things about this particular neck is its 50s profile, so if you're into fat necks, you're definitely going to love this. It also features the vintage tuners as well, which I've come to love over the years. It just makes changing strings nice and simple. You'll either love that or you won't. And that's the back of the headstock right there. Huge thanks to Sky Music for letting me borrow this. I've still got it plugged in, so I'll turn that off. If you want to find out more about this guitar, links will be on screen and in the description below. And yeah, what a guitar, man. It's about the same weight as my 52 as well. And I gotta say, visually, it's just stunning. Let's do it. All right, let's kick this off. Today I'm plugged into the Kemper profiling amplifier. I've actually profiled my Marshall DSL 40CR on the Crunch channel, and then we'll also try some clean tones as well. This is the bridge pickup. Let's give this a go. Sounds awesome already. Neck pickup. Now, one of the hidden gems on this particular guitar is both pickups. Have a listen to this. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this might be one of the best Telecasters I've ever played. It feels great, just straight off the shelf. It just plays amazing. But all the pickups sound great, or all the combinations of pickups, or two of them. But all three combinations sound great, but especially both pickups. It just really sounds great. Man, that sounds good. Over to some clean tones now, thanks to the profile of my Blues Deluxe reissue amp from Fender, loaded with a Swamp Thing. This is the neck pickup. Sounds great. Over to both pickups. Yeah. And over to bridge. Yeah. And lastly, let's go back to some dirty tones, and I've got the delay cranked. Let's give this a shot. This is neck pickup. Damn, this sounds good and it plays amazing. This neck is beautiful. What can I tell you? I love it. I think it's one of the nicest sounding Teles I've ever played, with the stock pickups as well. That's what it's all about. You get a guitar that just sounds good straight off the shelf, buy it. I'm gonna have nightmares about this thing. This is pretty sweet. Thanks for watching, guys. My name's Shane. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. What do I think of this guitar? If it wasn't blatantly obvious, I love it. It reminded me so much of mine, even though I've modified mine to no end. I've done a lot of modifications to it over the years. The biggest two would be the pickups and putting the stainless steel frets in as well. But that said, these play pretty much the same as each other, minus the fact there's some cosmetic differences between the new series and the old one. So you can see the tint on the neck is slightly different, but in the hand, I think this one might actually have a slightly fatter neck. So if you're into the big necks, you're definitely gonna dig this. This is a really, really nice guitar. It smells amazing as well. So that's one of those things if you know nice guitars, you'll know that smell. There's something about it that really, really shines. But I gotta say, the pickups in this thing, straight out of the box, man, it sounds awesome. You know, I've gone through different combinations of pickups in my guitars over the years, but if you find one that just sounds great straight away, it's a keeper. And the cool thing about this particular one is there wouldn't be really any need to mod it, unless of course you wear the frets down over the course of a few years. Some players might not even wear the frets down. But that said, the vintage frets is probably the only sort of negative about this guitar. It sounds as good as many of the custom shop guitars I've played as well. And the thing that I should also point out, one of my favorite Teles I've ever played on the channel was a black Heavy Relic custom shop guitar. I would say this sounds just as good as that. And it's really on par with some of those other guitars in this particular series. The original series Strats sound fantastic. I'm a huge fan of that 50s one. Overall, this is beautiful, and it's, I gotta say, probably the same weight. So if you're familiar with how heavy Telecasters can be, this is as heavy as a regular Tele, so it weighs quite a bit. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell, and I will catch you all soon. See ya.